Uh, there he is, the zippy hunk in his natural habitat, with his chest open, the fluff, and the weird looking glasses. His glasses look absolutely horrendous. They make me look like a dork. And not in the cute way. One thing I kind of wish that the glasses would do in this game is they would fit for each race shape, like the shape of each race's head. Because normally, if I was a Here or a Makote, it would be able to fit my face with no problems. But as a Hrothgar, the glasses do not dent inward, so it just kind of looks extremely weird. Like if I just like look to the side of my face, it's gonna be nothing but rim. And I will see nothing but just in front of me. My peripheral vision absolutely sucks in these. But yeah, hello everybody, this is Spirit Rosewolf, and we're playing some more Final Fantasy XIV today. Now, usually, I do these as live streams with Scar the Fox, and Druid usually accompany me, and whoever is around with my free company. But for now, I'm kind of going on a bit of a break in terms of streaming and other things. So for now, I'm actually planning on doing some of those optional side quests that I keep talking about. You know how whenever I bring up, I'm gonna save this for when I do recordings instead of just doing them on streams or when you guys are around and all that, I'm referring to Scar and all that. Well, now I'm doing that. I have an almost full journal filled with side quests that I have just not touched yet, as well as all of the job quests that I need to finish. I am still at my level 30, I believe, for Dragoon, and I don't have any of the abilities post level 30, so I really need to do something about that. I feel like I'm not doing as much as I could as the Dragoon. Plus, I also want to build up my other roles as well. So that's pretty much what we're going to do for today. I don't know how long this part is going to last, maybe for an hour or something. That could probably be enough time for a off the cuffs grinding sesh. But it's basically just me today. I am just going to be doing random stuff. So let's go and do that. Now, first on our list of things to do, let me just remove my Dragoon lance right there, because honestly, I love the Dragoon lance's design, but when I have the umbrella out, it sticks through the umbrella, and that's just not cool. Oh, hey, look at that guy. He has the exact same parasols I do, and he's colorful. Nice. So first up on our agenda is the Guildmaster here for Carpentry. So I have a level 25 quest here, and I've had the item on me for the longest time. So let's switch to the Carpenter class. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's been almost a year at this point. It feels like it at least. Hey buddy, I got that little piece of wood that you wanted. Leave me be, Zippy. I must focus. What is this malice which plagues me? I thought myself resolute as an iron lance, and yet... Oh, he needed high-quality lumber this whole time, and I've had it with me. I've had high-quality lumber a bunch of times. No wonder that quest has constantly been highlighted. Hmm? Yes, I feel it. I feel it. This high-quality lumber. Walnut lumber. It is your handiwork, is it not? Maybe it might be mine or it might be my friend Miles. I don't remember who made this. Dense, durable, and expertly finished. There's no doubt in your skill, Zippy. Walnut furniture was once quite popular in Urda. Mayhaps we could revive that tradition. Yeah, good luck with that. They kind of hate me at the moment. Well, actually, in the context of the story, not anymore. I did kind of revive their leader, so yay! Although it wasn't exactly us to revive them, it was the syndicate that ended up keeping them safe, so eh. Or better yet, produce a sturdier base for a new vamplate design. The possibilities are endless. Thanks to you, Zippy, it seems I am now paralyzed with indecision. Oh, you're welcome. How have you grown? And in such a short time, too. Buddy, it's been like 2 years. I think it's been 2 years since I've done this quest. I think this was one of the first guilds that I started, and I never came back. I just stuck with culinarian and alchemy. Speaking of which, that's probably going to be the things that we're going to do today. You remind me of a dear friend, another soul possessed of great passion. Though we walked different paths, we pushed each other to give nothing less than our utmost. He even helped me through those times when inspiration failed me. I see much of him in you, and so you know, I can hold you to the same high standards. Return to your work, Zippy, and do not disappoint me. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, pal. What does this look like? Not the chest. Not the chest. It burns. That's actually kind of cute. I like that headpiece. Or eyewear. It's definitely different compared to other things that I could try on. To be honest, I like the velveteen half gloves, but I think I can make them on my own. Elegant silver pieces aren't really going to give me much. It's only going to be sold for 500 gil. You know what? I'll get the silver magnifiers just because I want them. They look cool. And if it looks cool, it's all right in my book. And look at that! Level 41 Carpenter! We're level 41 Carpenter, we're still doing like level 25 quests. So what does he need now? Between Captain and Conjure, Timbermaster Beaton has... Is that really his name, Beaton? Has a special commission for you. Will give me an Iron Chocobo Tail Saw. Fantastic. I think I might need a new weapon, I'm not sure. It's good to have you come, Zippy. Your talents are needed for commission. Decline to ask for you by name, in fact. It would seem that the adventurer turned carpenter has earned himself a reputation. I've only been a carpenter again for the last 3 minutes and somebody already wants me. You are the craft a walnut crane of unparalleled quality. When it is ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. Okay, buddy. So, I need to bring a walnut cane of high quality. Before I forget that, what is my level? Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a level 19 carpenter saw. I clearly have not touched this class in a very, very long time, but I do have a new hammer at least, so that's cool. Question. What does the eyewear look like on my character? So this is a new thing in the recent update. They added face wear, so you can put glasses onto yourself now. I think they look pretty dang sweet. Depending on the glasses, of course. That's a monocle. Those are actually pretty cool. The rim, the kind of steel-like rim glasses, they're not bad. Especially since they look like they don't even have a lens on them. The ones that do have lenses are kind of awkward because, again, the rim doesn't edge into my face. So this one is like... It screams I don't need glasses, but they make me look cool. But for the sake of being a carpenter, let's go with the monocle. I think having a monocle on would be at least interesting. So what color should I have? Considering my white hair, I'll go for the white monocle. That's cool. That's cute. So, we need a walnut cane. How are we gonna make a walnut cane? Is there any way we can figure this out? Guess not. Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Gonna have to type it into our recipe. Walnut cane. Level 29, we need some walnut lumber, which we have high quality, and a growth formula beta. Now, in terms of growth formula beta, I do in fact have some on Vatistus. Unfortunately, my contract with Reverend Fox and Tollwood have expired, so any items that I have on their person are gone for the time being until I can renew that contract. I'm gonna have to renew it eventually, but not now. At the moment, I'm feeling quite fine when it comes to not having those guys available for me. I love having this umbrella. It's so nice. I got this when I was doing Final Fantasy XIV stream with Frozen, another YouTuber that I follow. And just a random person in Ulda. Oh, they're fishing. A random person in Ulda just decided to give me this, and I'm like very happy about it. It fits my character with the sort of striped look, the plaid design, and I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. So the recent graphics update, I can definitely see the change in specifically in this room. This room this room is so lighted up. The lighting is so good. It has never looked this bright before. This is beautiful. This is like genuinely beautiful. I am legitimately shocked. In the original in the pre-Dawn Trail update, this game or this room never looked bright. Everything looked so dim in the game. It was just, it never looked all that good. But now it looks amazing. Alright, so we're going to go with a growth formula beta. Not a high quality one. I want to keep my high quality ones for now. And then we're going to make a walnut cane. Hopefully this is enough. And this should do it. Rosa, get out of the way or I might hammer you to death. We have 70 durability, which means we have 7 chances to raise this. Now I have to remember my skills because I haven't done carpentry in a long time. So we need to do basic touch, which is a quality skill. So what's the thing that increases quality? Specifically over here, isn't it? Increases touch. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. So basically just spam this until we're at 800 quality. 100%. There we go. Now we just do basic synthesis? Or isn't there a different version for it? We could also use Master Mend, which I think I might do right now. There we go. Tricks of the Trade restores 20 CP. Is there a extra thing we could use here? No, there is no extra extra synthesis ability. I would have thought there was. Is there really not one? I could have sworn there was a secondary ability similar to the touch, but I guess not. I guess maybe Hasty Touch is its secondary one, but that is a 60% success rate and requires no SP, so not worth it. Either way, we made the high quality walnut cane, so we are fine. And before I forget, since we're here, I might as well extract this materia. I keep forgetting that materia exists in this game. My friend Scar told me that he did some research, and materia isn't really all that needed once you get to, like, endgame levels. Specifically after Stormblood. And even then, I have not used any materia whatsoever, besides the one time I wanted to use it with Miles, and we just mended random materias on our stuff. Didn't really help all that much, and honestly, the increases are very non-substantial. But I have been hoarding materia. Don't know what I'm going to use it on, but I'm still going to hoard it nevertheless. Maybe I can meld them together to create a super awesome materia. Maybe I could meld them all together to create the huge materia, and then we can defeat Meteor. Have you made the necessary cane, Zippy? Yes, I did. Now be sure to bring this back to me when you're done. I need to give it to my friend Druid. Oh wait, he's not gonna be a conjurer anymore. Oh, nice mannequin. You've done well, Zippy. Okay, never mind. That cane looks very dangerous with all those thorns. If you're not careful, you could accidentally poke yourself with one of those. Jesus Christ. Like, imagine falling on that cane. Ooh. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it was destined to take such a shape. Indeed, your skill's application of growth formula has imbued this cane with new life, giving it an appearance of unworked wood. Wands and canes are perhaps the purest expression of the carpenter's creed, in that the finished products is the separation or celebration of the wood's past lives. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Conjurers are, of course, highly attuned to the natural world, hence it is no small coup to craft a crane that satisfies, or to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. You may go and deliver it to him at the Adler's Nest. Okay, so we're going to deliver it to him in person. Sounds fair to me. I love how this jacket that I am wearing, anytime I move in it, it literally sounds like rubber. Like, you can hear the squeaking if I zoom in really close. A lot of clothings do that in this game. They usually have sound effects depending on what material they're made of. And that's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, I'm waiting for a carpenter from the guild. Why do you ask? Well, if you asked me to make this, you should probably know what I look like. So, this is Beaton's famed disciple. It pleases me that I can finally put a face to the name. I am Geirhard. Whatever type of pronunciation that is. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it is plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. Aye, the cane is not for me, it is meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Pawnette, a talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into our ranks. I have been here long enough to know the Garleans can be rather protective of their city. Or Gridanians. Oh my gosh. That's probably like the biggest mix-up I had. This isn't Garlean. Imagine if there were just a bunch of Garleans running around here. What are we doing? This is weird. This is their hideout. We found it. It's in Giratina. We need to bomb Giratina now. And that this can manifest itself in a deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudices. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. Maybe. Probably not. She'll just think, oh, pretty cane, mine. You will find her in Steelgate Fane. Please give it to her on my behalf. Okay, so this is a huge delivery quest. So, Steelgate Fane, I'm going to guess it's in Old Gridania. Oh, yeah, of course. It's right next to the Conjurers Guild. Makes the most amount of sense. Honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less. It's a bit surprising, but I haven't really ran into many female Hrothgars as of yet. I was about to eat my words, but no, that guy right next to me is a bunny. Or female, I can't actually tell. Everyone looks androgynous to me. You all look the same to me. Zippy Hunk the racist. I mean, I had this weird headcanon before Heavensward that Zippy was racist to dragons, and that was mostly as a joke, because I really wanted to just, like, poke fun and tease at my friend Miles. Just because he really liked the dragons. He really liked, Midgar Zomer, and I was not really in on Midgar Zomer at that time, so I was like, he's kind of, I don't really like him, but then again, I don't really like any dragons, because dragons are silly and stupid, and they're just overgrown lizards, I don't know. It's starting to sound like Penelope there for a second. How long does the captain intend to keep me waiting? Does he have any idea how little time a conjurer has to spare? Yeah, here's your stupid kid. A gift? That Alamegan kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not even see fit to deliver himself? Typical. These foreigners truly don't have the first idea about... Wow, okay. Never mind. I don't like this girl. And it's an Alamegan, no less. Oh, gosh. Oh, let me guess. She's gonna like it now. Gods, it can't be. A walnut cane? And one so finely wrought that I scarce believe it man-made. To conjurers, our canes are the physical representation of our connection with the living world. They provide a focus for us to channel the forces of nature and weave spells. To possess a cane made of walnut is a dream most conjurers share, and I am no different. I see the beauty of this cane, and the heart of that man who made... Oh, look who's singing the swan song now. Just a minute ago, you were acting all high and mighty racist towards this Alamegan commoner, and then immediately as he gives you a fine trinket, you're all like, oh, I love him. Okay, to be fair, she saw the cultural significance of this walnut cane, and he must have done his research to understand why this is so important to a conjurer. Now, I need to complain a bit, because I only just realized this. Girl, why do you look exactly like the receptionist? Same hair, same build. What are you, like twin sisters or something? Is she the Nurse Joy, and are you the Nurse Joy of this corner right here? that an outsider could craft this flawless cane. Forgive my improperty, adventure. I have never paid outsiders any mind, imagining them incapable of comprehending Gridanian tradition. People being able to learn? No. Yet it seems it was I who failed to comprehend. You have humbled me, adventure, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you have worked hard to learn our ways, as has Captain I don't know that name. Geirhard. Such a weird pronunciation. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear I will do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventure. Should you meet with the captain before I do, please convey my gratitude. Okay, well, at least she got rid of her frizzy britches. Alright, let's go pay our respects to the carpenter, and the captain, too. Now see, if this was a battle quest, we would be finished with it immediately after we turn this quest in. But considering this is a crafting job, it's gonna last until like level 50. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. The starting jobs for battle-oriented stuff go all the way up to 30, and then you upgrade your class to the upgraded version. Like you're a pugilist, then you get to the level 30 quest, and you become a monk. For crafting, it goes all the way up to 50. So, ooh, nice sword over there, lady. That looks cool. I want a sword like that. But I know I probably will never get a sword like that. Maybe one day. Final Fantasy XIV? Will I ever be able to get a relic sword like that? Maybe someday. I knew it would not be easy to pleasing her, but I never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder, how is he? Still working too hard, I presume. So it goes. Anyway, duty calls. Thank you again, Zippy. Please give my regards to the Tippermaster. And with that should be the end. Also, people are constantly changing over here. Oh, they're making materias, okay. Man, you got a lot of materias there, buddy. I hope they'll be useful. I really like this jacket. I'm glad I got it off of the shop. Specifically the shop in Gridania here. Not any shop that normally sells stuff, not from an NPC. Specifically, I got it from another player. Welcome back, Zippy. Or, welcome back, Zippy. How was the client satisfied? I can't really do this accent while also reading coherently at the same time. It's a really difficult voice. Interesting. So the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I am glad to hear that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know, Zippy. Who was this client? I only received their messenger. I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Well, oh, I get it. Is this gonna be the guy that we were talking with, Gurayahar or whatever his name is? Is he gonna be the old friend that you had? Also, this person right here, Starlight, has been coming here constantly. I guess she's trying to do all the quests that she can. Godhart, are you certain? I thought him far from Gridania. On campaign. When did he return? And why would he not greet me in person? We have known each other for so many years, but I can only assume that his duties leave no time for such niceties. I'm glad to hear he is home and well. Well, he's glad that you were home and well as well. Well. Thank you for attending his request, Zippy. I look forward to our next meeting. Right, well, unfortunately, none of this stuff I'm really interested in, so I will take the elegant bronze, plates. And finally, growing apart, level 35. Timbermaster Beaton seems to be smirking in your general direction. Oh my. Well, if it isn't Zippy, you've grown more popular with every commission. Take that walnut cane, for example. You remember, don't you? The one you crafted not long ago? It must have left quite the impression on Gerhard, because he has once again requested your services. I have no idea what this accent is at this point. I'm trying to do like a Khajiit accent, but like it just slowly like devolved into just nonsense. This time he would not have you craft an oak longbow, a quality longbow, but I presume you already knew that. Gerhard's squad is considered one of the finest units in Yellow Serpents. They are oft tasked with dangerous missions, which carry them deep into hostile territories. A soldier should never want for the best material. I trust you will not disappoint, Zippy. And not disappoint I shall. So, the oak longbow. Well, now we gotta figure out how to make that. I've been stocking up on a lot of materials, and I think I am at a good position to be able to make most things. So we're gonna need oak lumber, which I actually do not have. Wow, okay. Oak lumber is the only thing I don't have, it seems. Search for recipes using this material. No. Search your item crafting. Okay, the oak log. So I can make this, it's just I haven't made any yet. Alright, well. Let's make a high quality version real quick. Oh, that's gonna take a while, actually. Maybe we won't be able to make that with high quality just yet. Or maybe we shall. Maybe we shall. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Inner quiet. Why did I do inner quiet? That was like the worst thing I could have done. I was supposed to press this one, the high quality. Will that be enough? Let's see. Oh, just 1 point. Just 1 point. Dang it. Actually, wait a minute. I have a new saw, don't I? Yeah, look at that. Why am I using the old saw? There we go. That's much better. I was like, wait a minute. I just distinctly remember I'm doing something. Let's make the oak lumber first. Can't believe I wasted that. It's so sad. Yeah, let's go with that. This should increase our... Well, does it increase our touch? Yeah, it's supposed to increase our touch, but we aren't really doing much in terms of touch. Kind of strange. Let's go with the 50%. Or 20% specifically. Alright, 71% should be fine. There we go. No, wasn't fine. Okay. No high quality, sadly. But, well, we can make it anyways. We can make this thing no problem, hopefully. Maybe. Probably not. And we do have the necessary materials for it. We will be using a high quality linen yarn, though. Just to have a high chance at it. Okay, so the first thing we should do is we need to find a way to make it so our durability doesn't fall too fast. So waste not, and then we go with the basic touch and then standard touch. I want to gain more CP, but if I use standard touch right now, that will give me a substantially higher amount of quality points. And I was right. Now the problem is, I need more of that. Let's do some basic synthesis. Let's do more basic synthesis. Okay. We should be fine in terms of synthesizing. Let's go with this. We have just enough to do another Master Mend. Which we'll do right now. And another Tricks of the Trade, awesome. Our condition is pretty substantial. 58%. Fantastic. So at this point, we could just constantly spam this. And that's a 98%. I think we're fine in terms of percentage, so let's just do the basic synthesis now. Oh, thank goodness we did that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had enough. And there we go. Oak longbow. It's a little tricky, but we just needed to pace ourselves a little. Have you the longbow's be? Oh, we actually get a cutscene from this. Or is it just going to be us looking at the longbow? Yeah, as the usual, looking at the longbow. I think I might have actually used this at some point as an archer. Marvelous, simply marvelous. Some carpenters claim that the oak is ill-suited for use in longbows, and that other woods are far preferable. But I would say you've chosen your materials well. This particular specimen is both hard and elastic, and I see no reason to believe it would take a permanent bend. Well, not the way I use it. Of course, we have you to thank for that. The finest material are nothing without a skilled craftsman to mold them. Indeed, this longbow is a testament of your ever-growing skills. Garhard, that's really difficult to pronounce even with the accent, will approve. You may take it to him at the Adler's Nest. Alright, and is this going to lead to us going on a long fetch quest as well, trying to deliver this? Probably. And it might add some extra steps, too. Hey, look at that, it's daytime now. Oh, isn't it beautiful? My gosh, I cannot stop complimenting the game with its new lighting. It just all looks so beautiful, and the colors, they mold together so well now. Oh, Zippy, do you have that longbow I requested? Yep. My word, I see my faith in you was not misplaced. I have a young archer under my command who will be thrilled to receive this. It's of critical importance that my squad keeps its weapons and armor in good shape. Our reconnaissance missions often require that we spend weeks in isolation without any form of support. In fact, we leave for our mission on the morrow. Unfortunately, this means I must once again postpone my visit to the guild. If Maiden complains, just give him a piece of quality lumber on my behalf. But I already gave him one. It's gonna take me 2 more years to make another one to give to him. That should provide ample distraction. He's always been more passionate about his work than anything else. Oh, I hear some animosity there. But I imagine you learned that a long time ago. Until we meet again, Zippy. I don't know, he's pretty nice to the teacher with the children who just wanted to learn how to dance. At least I thought so. Okay, so I guess we didn't really need to deliver the bow to his archer. We just need to head back to the Carpentry Guild. Fine with me. Something tells me things aren't gonna go well after this. I don't know, just call it a hunch. Godhard was satisfied then. Good. Another mission? I understand. We're both professionals with responsibilities that cannot be ignored. Even so, it always gives me cause for worry. I do not question his ability as a commander or as an archer, but irrational as it may be, forgive me. I am cursed with an overactive imagination. It's nothing, never mind. We shall speak again when next I have a commission for you, and that was pretty easy. He's just giving me more upgraded saws. I'm happy about that, at least. Yeah, I don't really see a need to get anything else from there. So we're at the level 40 mission, Memento Mori. Timbermaster Beaton is staring at you quite intently. Now we could continue with this quest, but I also want to get in some of the Dragoon quest line for today, so let's call it for now. What do I have in terms of my journal for Gridania? Is there anything I need to do here specifically? I can go do the Unicorn quest. There's also a bad bladder. Oh, right, the Ixali tribe. We haven't even started the Ixali. Nevertheless, Garuda. I'll probably do that at a later date. Maybe Yuki was right. Maybe I do these specific quests with the level sync turned off. Just to complete them. Just for the sake of completing it. I distinctly remember there's a quest in one of the shrouds that came to my attention. Right, A Relic Reborn. I actually found the specific Time Worm. Yeah, the Time Worn Artemis bow I found in Ishgard. So I should probably, or specifically Korthus, I should probably go and deliver this. This is in the North Shroud, I believe, so it's a pretty easy hop and skip to get there. And while we're at it, let's go with our Bard right here. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Yeah, they added all these. Doesn't seem like they really changed the Bard class and its abilities. I saw that they completely removed some of the Monk abilities, which was kind of surprising for me, because Monk didn't really seem like it needed a remake, but then again, I know the meme. I know that Monk constantly gets reworks every now and then just to make it a little more easier to handle, or just make it completely different. I don't necessarily know why, but it just does that. Well, we could go with this. It has the specific bow that I'm using. Yeah, I actually really like that bow. Do I want the bow sticking out? Of course I do! Makes it look even better. It's been a long time since I've used the Bard job. I've missed you, Bard. I've missed you a lot. Alright, so we're heading to the North Shroud, and I believe the guy is somewhere around here. Oh, hey, Bipper Follow I forgot I had you out. Well, might as well mount you. Okay, so journal. Yep, all the way north. Got it. Simple enough. So I believe I can do multiple relic quests involving this NPC for pretty much every job that I have available. If I want to get the relic item for Monk or Dragoon, I could totally do this. And maybe I will. But for now, we have Bard. Have you ever heard the word God's bow? 'Tis an epithet, what's given, or epithet, what's given only to the virtuous of bows. The first archer to be called such was one Gilbert, a man who lived during Gridania's fledgling days. Legend goes he slew 7 Ixali chieftains with a single arrow. Gilbert, huh? I can't honestly tell if that's a Final Fantasy IV reference. Also, Bipper Follow you're floating on top of the coal, the molten coal. No wonder you're floating. You don't want to get burned. If that were impressive enough, they say Lucky Sod was blessed with the voice of a bleeding angel to boot. I'm actually gonna take a picture of Bipper Follow just floating there. Just because it's ridiculous. Fucking look at him. Look at him. Look at it. And if that weren't impressive enough, they say the Lucky Sod was blessed with the voice of a bleating angel to boot, on account of which he had a bow specifically crafted to be weapons and instruments both. I don't know what type of voice I'm giving him now. This tool of musical murder was called the Artemis bow, and for long years it was locked away in one of the fastnesses of the god's quiver for safekeeping. Alas, some while ago said fastness was overrun by the Ixali, who struck from above in their war balloons. They have fucking war balloons? They gave the place a thorough ransacking and took the relic with them back to Natalan. If you can but retrieve the Artemis bow, even a part of it, we'll be well on our way to restoring the relic, and I, in fact, have it. Well, bugger me, never in my wildest drunken dreams did I imagine you'd finally find the bloody thing. Bah! So I'll have to fire up the forge after all. I mean, don't worry about it, it's already fired, right on top of my chocobo's feet. Having said that, the relic's in far worse shape than I thought. It ain't like to survive much pounding in this state. Truth be told, I'd be worried about sneezing near it. We're gonna need a new host what'll give itself a restoration. Bring me a long arms composite bow, one with 2 grade 3 Heaven's Eye materia melded into it. This'll serve as a vessel for the restored relic. Remember, that's 2 grade 3 Heaven's Eye materia. Aught less and you'll get naught from me. no matter how many slips of paper you wave in my face. Okay, so apparently we need more. Congratulations. Realm Reborn, Artemis' bow. This is kind of unfortunate. Do I even have that materia? Deliver a materia-enhanced long-arm composite bow to Geroit. Does it say which materia? Because I've already forgotten. Melded with 2 grade 3 Heaven's Eye materia. I don't know if I can get that. Meanwhile, my chocobo just goes back into the liquid hot magma. Alright, let me look this up real quick. So, Final Fantasy XIV, 2 grade 3 I Heaven? Trying to get to the thing, thank you. 2 grade 3 Heaven's Eye materia. Heaven's Eye materia. So many materias. So little time. Tier 3 Heaven's Eye materia. So I need 2 of these. You can buy them off the market board for cheap, otherwise I'm not too sure where they drop. I know Palace of the Dead Bronze Bag have a chance to drop them. Okay, this is coming from Reddit. You can convert level 40 gear weapons of DOM or DOW should give you a grade 3. It's sometimes grade 4, so convert. Can I convert weapons? I didn't think I could. Let's go to the Final Fantasy Eorzea database. We can get them from quests, but I want to get them specifically from a normal place. Requirements, base item, level 45. Heaven's Eye materia on the Final Fantasy wiki. Requirements, doesn't really say where specifically I can find them. Okay, let's head to my storage. Actually, is there a way I can check my storage in this place? I want to check the storage of my characters. Heaven's Eye materia 2. I have number 2, but I need a third one, a number 3. I need a number 9, a number 2, a large soda, a number 3 materia, another relic, some more experience for my class. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head back to Gridania and try to check my retainers to see if I have the specific materials for this. If I can't do this yet, then at least I made some progress so I can figure out what I can do afterwards. And I should probably look up like which specific materials I need for every single relic weapon, because it seems like it requires a lot. It requires a lot out of me. And I don't want to waste too much time, you know? Man, this bow looks very awkward, but I actually really like it. It's a cool looking type of awkwardness. I forgot I play the flute when I'm a bard. Come, Rosa, we must go. I also just realized that I'm not wearing any, like, genuine pants, so, you look up my skirt, you can literally see everything. Well, not everything, but close enough. Okay, so who do I give my materia to? Right, it's, Hayseed. Argent Hayseed. So... Heaven's Eye materia 3. Oh, I already have these. Okay. Let's do a split 2. There we go. I have the materia right here. Where is it? Where the heck did the material... Did I just split it inside of Hayseed's, gear? What the fuck? There it is, okay. I was wondering where the heck that was. Alright. So, I need to make a long arm composite bow. And how do I do that? Specifically. To this end, you must bring him a long arms composite bow melded with 2-grade materia. Long arm composite. Can I possibly create that? We type in long arm. Doesn't say anything. Composite. Oh, there it is. Ash composite bow. Long arms composite. Oh, maybe I was typing it wrong. Or maybe I wasn't? I can make a oak composite bow, a ash composite bow. Maybe I need to be at a specific level in order to make the long arm composite bow? Well, in any case, let's see if they're selling it on the marketplace. Archers. Long arms. Long arms composite bow, here it is. It's a level 50. Yeah, now I see why. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of gil. Well, we have enough to spend, so I guess I could make it. Yeah, you know what, screw it. Here, someone can get some money for me. There we go. You deserve it. Where's our long arm composite bow? Wheeze! It's the armory chest, right? Yeah. There it is. Let's return that to inventory, and then we'll start our materia melding. So this requires 2 of these materias. Track, melt, here it is. We're going to use the Heaven's Eye level 3. 100% melding, awesome. Don't even have to worry about it. And who says I don't use materia? Well, you can't say that anymore. Beginner's luck. Yeah, this is like one of the few times I have actually used materia. And with that, we should have the necessary materials to create the Artemis bow. Sweet. Let's head out then. I'm gonna take the big warp to the North Shroud. Might as well, it's faster that way. Come, Bipper. Let us go! Why can I now imagine Bipper having a voice, but instead of a normal voice, it's like it's like your stereotypical horse voice, as it goes no whenever it speaks. No problem, Zippy. Don't fly me into the fire. It burns. Not in the pit. I have your bow. I can hammer one out of me in his sleep. Well, lucky for you, I have one. Do you really want to trade the high quality item? Yeah, fine. I spent a lot of money on it. I'm not going to use it. 'Tis a fine base you brought me. Aye, just the thing to host your relic. Ding, 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 ding. And I am just watching in the background. I am enjoying every second of this. I've merged what was left of the relic with the host weapon, so the groundwork's done, but don't go jumping for joy just yet. There's still more to do. Really? It's still not over? Am I gonna have to do this with every single weapon? I need to work on the finishing touches, but due to reinforcement work I've had to do, the weapon's proven rather stubborn to shape. To get round this, we'll be needing some alumina salt, a substance made by grinding a rock called alumina into fine grains. Lucky for you, though, it ain't easy to get a hold of. Oh, unlucky for you. Mayhaps you already know this, but there's beasties out there what devour their prey whole, and some of them swallow rocks so as to aid with digestives. The Dorm Chimera, what terrorizes the central highlands of Corthus, happens to swallow alumina salt for this purpose. Slay the bugger and bring me some alumina salt, and I'll see the finishing touches on your weapon. Great, I have to go all the way to Corthus. The Dorm Chimera can be confronted via the Duty Finder upon examining the quest destination, situated at the Weeping Saint in the Corthus Central Highlands. Please note that the trial A Relic Reborn Chimera must be completed as a bard. So I have to do this as a bard, or else I can't do it at all. Well, it's been a long time since I played as a bard, so this might be some good progress, or some good practice, I should say. Alright, tell me where to go, oh fabled map. Let's teleport to Dragonhead. Dragonhead, we're all going to Dragonhead. Which is what Scar says every night. Even when he's not here, I find ways to tease him. Oh, there's a lot of quests that I gotta do in Corthus. Most of this I'm gonna do on screen. This is why I'm doing these. So that I don't have to play through this with Scar or anyone else around. Just to get them out of the way. I get some extra lore, you guys get some extra content that I can upload every now and then, and Scar and Druid don't have to deal with the constant side quests of me having to go through them. It's a win-win situation. Alright, so we're probably going to encounter the thing here. Can we perhaps use... Now accessible. Is this an actual dungeon? Oh, it's an actual dungeon! Oh, okay. Well... A Relic Reborn Chimera. There are as many theories as the Dorm Chimera has heads about why... Okay, that's funny. There are about as many theories as the Dorm Chimera has heads about why the creature consumes alumina. Some say to unquietly fine alumina salts to be found in the capacious stomach are an acidic of friction and heat, while others claim intent. Those, such as Geralt, who forge anew the arms of Eld, have a simpler question. Will you slay the fire-breathing enigma? Yeah, that's literally all we just really care about at this point. So, I'm going to join that, and I guess we're just going to have to wait until we find some sort of party. So until then, this could give us an opportunity to go deal with other optional side quests. Let's see. Anything around here that we can do? Does anyone hear it? Too many eyes. There's a lot of stuff that we can do in this general area. You know what? Let's start with some quests here, just to get rid of some of them. And we're gonna do them as... One second. Oh, we can't actually change our glamour. Or specifically, we can't change our... Oh wait, we can change our job. Alright. So who do I want to train? I kind of want to build up the level for Machinists at some point, because I do plan on using Machinists. Yeah, let's go with Machinists, actually. I believe I don't have the necessary weapons for Monk. Or I do have the weapons for Monk, okay. Maybe I can do these quests as Monk and just gain some easy experience. Fine by me. Then again, Monk is, I believe I'm shirtless when I'm a Monk, so probably not good for roleplay sake when I'm in this area. Let's see. Switch to Gunbreaker, and then switch to Monk. Oh yeah, this is definitely not the type of attire I should be wearing in Corthus. So let's switch to Machinist, which is technically not that better, but I mean... I am, like, furry, so it makes sense at least. Anyways, I'm gonna let my dog out 1 second, because he clearly wants to be let out. Probably not even gonna edit this out, I'm just gonna leave for a couple of seconds. Okay, so as soon as I kicked my dog out, I threw his bed right on top of him. Didn't mean to do that, but it's still hilarious. Alright, so Belmonts. Too many enemies. Wow, these are level 37 quests. Ugh. I should have done these a long time ago. Well met, Brother Drudgery. Brother in Drudgery, I'm a sellsword myself, but I doubt this lot here rates that any higher than adventurers. But I can't complain. I have 3 squares and clean straw enough to sleep in, even if I mold all day for it. Any road, though I'd share some of the work with you today, a wagon bound for house four temps, broke its wheel shaft on the way, and sent where they'll be having. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I have to get through this fast. On East Road, the mug. Okay, yeah, we need to stop a mugging. I did not think this would activate this quickly, so let's go through Bard. Screw it, I'm going in this outfit. I could change, but like I don't care at this point. Oh wait, we're in Corthus. I really should change. Oh no, I'm gonna look awkward. Okay, so this is like a genuine boss fight. Oh, this is an 8-person. Okay. I haven't played Archer in a very long time, so it's time to remember. Uh-huh. Specifically Bard. I haven't played Bard in a long time. But I do remember that I just need to stay out of the way of the enemy, and I am long distance, so I can just spam my long distance moves as much as I want. Attack, I say. Attack! Okay, nice. I actually jumped out of that vicinity pretty quickly. Okay, so clearly this enemy is a lot easier than I gave it credit for. This is kind of pathetic, especially with 8 people. Also, I just realized I haven't been using my dots. I really haven't been playing this class since a long time. Do we have a Moogle in our party? Nice Moogle design, lady. Or guy, or whoever you are. Alright, well, I'm guessing everybody left already. Oh, no, they didn't. Awesome. I can give my commendations. You're cool. Give it to literally anyone who's cool. Yeah! Funnily enough, I'm the only archer, it seems. I guess no one here needed to do it as the archer. Well, with that, we can go back to turn in the item to finish the Relic Reborn quest. At least I hope so. But for now, we already started this quest, so might as well end it. We were a machinist, right? Yeah, we were a machinist. We'll do this one at least, and then we'll save the rest for later. A snow wolf pup. That looks adorable. He looks so cute. Oh gosh, these poor people. Oh no, it's the Ixali. Of course it's the Ixali. Who else would it be? Get him! I think I have a thing for the long-range classes. I love playing as Machinist. I love Bard, and Dancer is my jam. So I guess I just have a type. Just seems to be my thing. Well, at least we're helping House 4 Temps. So yeah, we could have done this quest a long time ago to help House 4 Temps. It would have been a nice, these people are bathing in the cold water. Well, it's good training, at least. It should have been some nice foreshadowing for helping the 4 Temps family. As well as possibly meeting with Horsefont again. Horsefont. Gone in your prime. You made good time. What news? Ixali? Got them all? Huh? Ugh, poor sots. I tell you, the high and mighty around these parts don't even see in black and white. They see in dragon and not dragon. You know of what I speak? All manner of nasties that don't breathe fire kill just as many men, but that's neither here nor there of them. Ain't nothing to me either, I suppose. This place, not enough men, not enough arms, and cold enough to make a man piss ice. I tell you, coming west to offer my services was mayhaps less wise than I thought. This is a chill that even a bowl of muntui soup wouldn't cure. Ah, to be in Gridania again. I hear you, brother. Let's see, can we actually wear these chokers, and do they even look cool on us? The yellow one might be interesting. They don't give decent stats, but I just want them as chokers. You can barely see them through my beard, so I guess it's not really that necessary to get. I'll get the blue one at least. Might be nice to use as a glamour at some point. Oh, another quest. Belmont affects Celsor's cynicism, but the god's quiver in him dies hard. So urgently does he seek a scout that he will hire one himself. I hail from Gridania, same as you. Fighting us. Oh, he actually knows that I'm from Gridania. I wonder what would happen if I wasn't. Ixali is what we do there, but I sure didn't expect to see them in these mountains. I knew those shite birds, and they're up to something. It's nothing I can go to my employer with. It's just a feeling. But whenever I got this feeling in the 12's wood and nothing got done, something bad bit us on the arse. I've not had a moment to spare with the feelings grow stronger. It ill becomes a sellsword to part with his own gil in this manner. But will you enter the Ixali lair to the east and see if there are any clues to be found? So I mentioned this during my Final Fantasy Tactics playthrough, but one of the reasons why I stopped playing the PSP version of Tactics and switched to the PS1 version was due to the dialogue and how it was translated. It was kind of going for a more Victorian-esque, fluffy type of dialogue, where it tried to make every single sentence sound much more profound than it actually had any right to be. And not gonna lie, Final Fantasy Tactics' story is good, but it kind of took the piss out of certain scenes after I experienced the PS1 version. I just feel like Final Fantasy XIV takes this to the same level, where most of the dialogue is also being influenced by this type of feeling, and I honestly don't know how to feel about it. It's simultaneously really difficult to read and really difficult to comprehend at times, but I've slowly gotten used to the way of Victorian sounding this game is. As I completely butcher that sentence that I was trying to enunciate. What news, brother? Is it that you carry? Or what is it that you carry? This is Black Yew from the North Shroud, unknown in Korthus. The Ixali make of it living blinds and walls. Ixali make of it living blinds and wall. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? But the yew being slow to grow. Why would they bother to cut down and convey it west? Unless... Who talks like this in real life? The Ixali mean to stay here. Is this the beginning of a settlement? While the Ishgardians busy themselves with dragons, the birdsmen are stealing this patch of Korthus from right under their noses? I tell you, unless the Holy Seas act now, the Ixali will rapidly gain a foothold in this area. That means more war, and though that means more work for the likes of me, I have enough as it is. Yeah, very true. So we need to do something about this Ixali problem. Standing Quiver. Belmont requires your services, and his air of command is hard to resist. The Ixal are moving into Korthus in a lasting way. It's no small task to bring those logs to the Twelveswood this far west. They must be using their cursed balloons, those shite birds. Even their supplies have wings. Even their wings have wings. Everything is flying. And what comes out of the balloons goes into the ground of Korthus. We need to hit them now before their settlement gets bigger. The Ishgardians won't give us swive till it's too late. I need my own people. Take this letter to a reprobate named Isaldorel. I guess that's how you pronounce it. We fought together in the Quiver once. His levy garrisoned at Fault Gourd Float. I fight not for Ishgard in this matter, but if they want to consider it a debt, fine by me. It goads me that the Ixal are waltzing into Korthus right under my nose. It's a problem for all of us, so we really need to do something about it. So, in order to deliver this letter, we gotta go to Standing River, the Black Shroud. Okay. Maybe we can just teleport there if we really wanted to. Before we do that, what kind of quest do you have, buddy? Where's my juice? Where's my horse? When a merchant is worth, there's usually coin to be made in solving a problem, and Edwin is looking very wroth indeed. Sure. Hey you, no time for niceties. I'm waiting on Ceruleum. That Uldon cutpurse, what calls himself a trader, is late for his shipment. Ceruleum burns like an alewife in winter, and there's no going without it to make the fire sands for the ballistae. Curse the sin talk, whatever that's supposed to be. Why does he think we're fighting here, ladybugs? Or what does he think we're fighting here, ladybugs? I mean, if only. Those things are like level 1, aren't they? Actually, what is this guy? Oh, he's a hero. Alright. You look like you'd enjoy a spot of heat. Find out where my Ceruleum order is. Go to Singot and, you know, lean on him a little. Question him, like... I tell you, those Uldons, keen on being paid, not keen on doing their work. Can't trust them. Especially that lot at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Do we really have to go to the Sapphire Avenue? Oh my gosh, we need to go to Thanaline. That's a long ways away. I'm just gaining more and more quests at this point. What about you? Do you want to give me a quest? A Cup of Joy. Sir Aurel of House Hallionart wishes to thank the Lord of House Fortemps. An only adventurer can pull off such a fraught exchange. A moment, if you will. You are adventurer who cleared our Lord Francel's good name, are you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Fort... Is this a female? I guess it is. His lordship is House Hallionart, you see, and unjust it is that he was born under a waning moon, yet what was thin must eventually grow fat again. Are you calling me fat, miss? Well, it's not fat, it's big-boned. I would thank Lord Harchefant as well, but I should not like to be seen as... Okay. I just realized what she said. We really should have done this a long time ago, because now it's like, I would like to thank Lord Harchefant as well, but he's dead. But I should not like to be seen as currying favor either for myself or for my house. I would present him with a gift under your name if you are amendable. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. Will you collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to Medglusan in the kitchen? The wine cellar is called Emmanuel, and the bill has been settled. Okay. And before my chocobo has to go away, I mount him immediately. Is you Emmanuel? Emmanuel. It's like the fantasy version of Emmanuel. Which is an actual name. Zippy Hunk, I must be rising in this world to have a custom of the most famous adventure of these parts. How may I serve you? Sir Aurel sent you? Of course! Here's the bottle she ordered. Well, even though she's called Sir, I guess she is technically of royalty. A fine choice, if I may say so. This nectar was mixed with the blessing water of the Weeping Saint, sweet and iceless even in the deep winter. 'Twas no mean feat, procuring such a choice liquor with the roads snowbound, but I aim to please. And that you do. Immediate rock song. Alright, who do we give this to? Ah, the cook. Well, if it isn't Zippy Hunk, everyone's talking about you, you know? Looking for a place to hide? No, I actually came to give you this. Sweet goodness, Danifin's joy. I haven't seen one of these upon the sideboard for a good many moons.
This is too rich for your purse, I wager.
Okay.
So it must be from A Realm. I guess, well, did I not? Or I guess, well, did I not? The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon. They are like brothers, Lord Harshaphon says. They bicker ceaselessly, but they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this, and serving as Sir Alrel's decoy. Lord Harshaphon has been quite deprived of his favorite indulgences, the cold crucifixion. Lord Harshaphon, why do you have to bring back his memory? Why do you have to do this?
Wait, that didn't work.
Why do you have to bring back his memory,
Harshaphon? Oh, I miss you. I'll forever miss you, my Lord Harshaphon. Okay. Does she have another quest for me? I'm going to guess not. Yeah, I guess she doesn't. Alright, well that's a couple of quests done. Now we could continue, but the fuck, is that a giant gorilla just carrying that person? What the fuck was that? Is that a turtle? There goes Guido. Flying away to go fight X-Death as we speak. Godspeed, Guido. Godspeed. What the fuck was that? Burn before reading. I'm kind of glad I came over here. Sir Edgeonix, or Edgenux, is looking more vexed than usual as his eyes scan the camp for a very special someone, namely you. Okay, we'll do this one and then we'll head back to deliver the relic, or deliver the Illumina salt. I have it on good authority that dragons have once again been spotted around Steel Vigil. No! Yet it would not serve to send knights to the area, considering the entirely disgraceful hurly-burly over Lord Francel. Will you investigate the Steel Vigil on our steed? Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna find there, though. Okay, so should be all the way up north, it seems. Yep, literally all the way up north. Got it. I love the music that plays when you're on this umbrella. Although I more adhere to the Behemoth theme, in my opinion. Also, one other thing that I discovered in the new update, if you bring out your normal mounts and you're moving around, they have like small little movements. Like they actually angle themselves when you're moving left and right very slowly. That's new. That wasn't in the pre-patch game, pre-Dawn Terror patch, and I love that. I love that extra feature. It's so good. Oh, dragonfly. Well, it's not the dragon I was thinking of, but it'll do. This was supposed to be challenging. I don't see it. There we go. I may not have all the skills for Machinist, but it's still pretty good, even with the normal skills. It also just helps with the fact that it's a long-range class, so I can just stay away and constantly deal damage. Look at this, oh my gosh. I love how the Hrothgar is just picked up by the Magitech hand. By the Magitech wall master. Kinda makes me look like a kitty being pulled up by their mom. By their cat mom. That's usually the spot where they pick them up at the back of the neck. You have some dark news. It is right large upon your aspect. Come speak. Seriously, like, why not just say something bad happened? I can tell from your face. Come on, tell me. Instead, they have to make it like so flowery. It's like everything is just written as if it was an epic from the medieval times. It's just like, oh, what's the point? It's just making it harder for people to understand. This tome, it is notorious forbidden by the Holy See, of course, and a frequent trophy in the Inquisitor's raids on unbelievers. Oh, it's a heretic book. Heresy! Is this the Germanic scriptures that I keep hearing about? If you found this in the steel visual, it could only mean that the unbelievers infested the ruins. They must have been tasked by the Dravanians to keep watch and thwart any attempt to rebuild the vigil, traitorous to their blood. I would that they had but one black heart. I just, like, I'm all over the place when it comes to this dialogue. My sword would pierce this rotten core and forever rid us of their kind. Yeah, please no. Let me guess, we're eventually going to have to go deal with them at some point? Most likely. I could probably spend an entire session just doing every single side quest in some of these areas, and I think I might do that eventually. For now, let's just go focus on the stuff that we already have for now. So let's do a simple teleport, or a simple return spell to the Bent Branch Meadows, which is where I usually keep my return at. It's a good place. It's a good place to have cookies. Alright, is there any quests around here that I need to do? I think I've pretty much done all the quests in the Shroud. Yeah, there's really nothing I need to do over here.
Lucky for me.
Before I forget, my reputation. I still need to do 5 more Sylph quests, and I can actually progress with the Amalja now that I'm looking at it. So I should probably do that sometime soon. Sometime now. Probably right now. Once I'm done with these 2 quests, we'll head to the Sylphs. Maybe, we'll see. Actually, the Amalja. The Amalja are probably going to be the ones that I will do. And to think I was going to focus on the Dragoon quests. Looks like that's not happening. At least for a while. So, where exactly do I need to go? Thanalan. Then I need to head to the North Shroud, which is actually where I'm going to right now once I take this teleport. Lucky me. We'll deal with the relic first. Actually, no. Let's deal with this thing over here. Gosh, there really are so many side quests that I can just do for these sessions. I did spend an entire live stream session doing all the quests right outside of Olda in the Silver Marketplace, I believe. So that's something I have done. It just sounds like so much work. But then again, this is the whole reason why I'm doing this, you know, off stream and away from friends, so that we can actually focus on the important shit when we're together. Damn blast, that hurts. I hate being wounded worse than being dead. They call me the ram batters, not the battered sheep. Zippy, yeah? Well, what's state your business? Well, they know me. Then again, I am part of their guild. A letter for me? Is it for me? From Belmont. Well, well. I tell you how the best tactics officer the White Rams ever had can suffer to be moiled sellsword. That one I'll never understand. The roads haven't rusted that bucket of his. If he says the shite birds are moving into Corthus, that's good enough. We White Rams owe the Ixal pain. Tell him whatever we can do, just name it. They're gonna give him per worth of love. Tit for tat. A wounded animal is a dangerous animal, and the White Ram convalescing in Falgort float fits the bill. Whatever is Saw Dorel has in mind, best say yes. Let's accept it. It's here, we might as well. Damn and blast, that hurts. Damn me for being careless about those Ixal. Blast them for slicing me up like a side of fish. Here now, before you go all the way back to Corthus, why not stretch your legs a little? Get those Ixal wild Italians for me. Whatever that's supposed to be. They had the look of newcomers to this area. That means they won't stray from where I saw them. The Gelmora ruins look for fresh kill. Something big. We gotta slay an antelope carcass? Excuse me? Oh, luckily it's close by. Antelopes! No! As a lover of animals, this pains me. This absolutely pains me. Peace be to you, antelope. Now let's kill whatever killed you. You know, I really wish there was a feature to allow my Hrothgar to have that upward position, because it would look so cool on Hrothgars, but they just never added it. It's so sad. Oh, and I really love that AoE ability that the machinist has. Just the ability to just do a little spread shot all around looks really cool. It also kind of reminds me of the auto crossbow ability that Edgar has from 6. Or specifically the animation that he used in Opera Omnia when he uses auto crossbow. Either way, it's a cool ability and I like it. Well, that was easy. With that, we head back. Oh yeah, the leaning and the angling of the mount just makes it look all the more realistic, and I appreciate that addition. Did me a good turn, did you? Much appreciated, Zippy. I'll be paying their friends a visit when I'm back on my feet. Still, Moloch's going to tear me a new one for letting the wild Talions get a jump on me. This way, I can at least tell her the birds didn't live too long afterwards. Oh, so you give me a quest as well. We'll save these for later. I'm getting too distracted. I'm getting too distracted doing these side quests. It is netting me some good experience for my machinist, though. But I can do that for other jobs that I am potentially going to do later on. I'll save machinist for Corthus, for the Corthus quests, and maybe I'll do all these quests in the Shroud as a monk or something. My ultimate goal when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV is every single expansion I'm going to use a different class. Like for Heavensward, I started out as a Dragoon, but sometime soon I'm going to transition to a machinist, hence why I'm building it up. And then once we get to Stormblood, I'll transition to both a monk and a samurai. For obvious reasons. Maybe I'll go with Dancer at the end as well. Don't know about Shadowbringers yet, but that's kind of my plan for now. Just a dozen more kettles and it's off to the tap. Oh, you again. What in the hell? 7 hells do you want? I defeated that giant chimera and I got your salt. Now make me my bow. Of course, the Avengers come back triumphant. I should have bloody known not even the chimera would be able to put you out of my misery. Hand over those Illumina salts, and I'll get right to work. He just wanted us to get off his back. Hey, dude, you're making a legendary weapon here. You should be honored. There, the deed's done. Squeezed out every... Oh. I fucking dropped my microphone. I was trying to get a sip of tea, and then... the minute I bring my tea bottle close to my mouth, I drop my microphone. Ugh, so unprofessional. And I don't feel like editing this out because that's a lot of work. You guys are just gonna have to settle for microphone managing ASMR over here. Oh yeah, microphone managing ASMR. Yeah, just softly hear the little ridges of my fingers touching the microphone, the gentle whispers that I give to you, the little clinks and clanks of the microphone's filter constantly moving around. Like so. Okay. Anyways, enough of that creepiness. Man, I really hope no one hears that, specifically Scar or anyone else.
I squeeze out every ounce of me skill to restore your weapon. I think you'll agree it took the part. Yet, some are missing some. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm buggered if you know what. The piece just lacks a certain glow, as it were. You need to learn more about the relic. Literature surrounding the hero associated with it would be a fine place to be.
This is also, I'll say this when we're done with the dialogue,
But ain't exactly scholarly, and haven't the slightest inkling where you might get your hands on such stuff. As much as I hate to say this, Rowan's probably the one to talk to. Thing is, I'd sooner shove hot kettle up me ass sideways than owe that thrice damned hardy and another debt.
okay.
You're gonna have to make yourself useful once again. Take yourself to Rowena and ask for her help, and return here once you've learned somewhat what might be of use.
You gotta be kidding me. There's so much to do in order to get this relic weapon. So this is something that I noticed. The dialogue also has a bit of the same issue that I had with Ferris in Final Fantasy V. Specifically in that the dialogue is very much trying to portray an accent, and it's really difficult to translate what this accent is supposed to be saying sometimes. It's kind of awkward. Alright, we're going to Mordona for now. Just to finish this quest. I just want to finish this quest at this point. This is just going way too far. Hey, there's the aura surrounding the surrounding the area. The aura that is clearly not toxic to the human body. No siree, not at all. Well, it's a good thing I'm not a human. I love this music, by the way. One of my favorite songs in Heavensward so far. I want to let it get to the good part. I don't know what they're saying, but it's still cool. The Mongolian sounding chanting is really fun.
You're looking a bit more run down than usual. You're dealing with the Geralt taking their toll? Actually, forget I even asked. My mouth tastes of bile if I so much as think of that sorry specimen. So, is there something you need?
Yeah, and clearly I'm gonna need this type of lesson every single relic weapon I get.
Literature on the hero.
The hero of old. Apparently we're getting a lesson from Cao Cao. But the warriors of old.
Who wants wielded your weapon? I reckon I can find what you need. Might take a bit of time is all. Of course, this ain't a charity I'm running here. I can get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature on Gilbert the God's Bow. For your part, you're to bring me an Ampador Glyphs. You'll find this inside Omdapor Keep, a ruined castle scintillated in the South Shroud. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Clear on the deal, then run along and fulfill your part of it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. I have to go to Omdapor Keep as a bard? Obtain the Omdapor Glyph by completing Omdapor Keep as a bard. This is taking a huge toll. Speaking of, let's excuse me, mall cop? That person just straight up looks like a mall cop that's perusing around. That's funny. Let's see. Do we have any master recipe tomes? No, we do not. Not yet, at least. So I could continue this relic quest, or we could probably save this for later. And I'm thinking later, considering this is going to take a really long time to complete. I already notice. Yeah, you cannot complete this job class unless you're a disciple of Hand. Ah, fascinating. Level 56 has a proposition for one accomplishes you. Ethereal Reduction. Break down an item to its ethereal component? Ooh, Beloved the Builder. Soul of the Crafter. Upon the back of this crystal plague are engraved the myriad creations of crafters from era past and specialist action. I guess that unlocks the ability to do something with the specialists or the soul of the crafter. Very, very fascinating. Okay, I have to be a Disciple of Hand at level 55. What are my Disciple of Hand job levels? Oh, I am nowhere near that. Well, actually, I'm level 54 in Alchemist and Botanist, so... Not that. I am not at that level, and I am not at that level, so it's going to take me a while, sadly. Apparently, there's a lot more that I have to do instead of just completing basic side quests. There's a lot to Final Fantasy XIV, it seems. Alright, so while we're here, where's my juice? In Corthus. Oh, we need to head to the Thanalands in Ulda. We could also head to Ishgard to turn in these 2 quests that I have completed, but we also need to head to Ulda at some point. So let's head to Ulda right now. And I believe I have it... Yep, I have it favorited, so we can head there automatically. Awesome. That 121 gil. No. Alright, let's check our machinist. There we go. The Worried Weaver. Level 80? Excuse me? Oh, right. I need to get Dawn Trail. So this unlocks the Viper job class. Fascinating. I'm not even at level 80, nevertheless level 70. So that's going to take a while to get. But yeah, I also don't even have Dawn Trail installed just yet. What about you, Wymond? The rematch. Required class Gladiator. Right, we were doing the Gladiator quest with him, which I should do eventually. Okay, so for now, let's head to... Where's my juice? Which is all the way over there. Got it. Probably should have taken one of the crystals when I was right next to it, but oh well. Too late now. I do have Endwalker installed, so I could eventually get Reaper and Sage. Once I get to those specific levels, of course, but it will take a while. Oh, it's this guy. Of course it's this guy. It's always this guy when I have to head over here. What might a discerning... Oh, not here to buy? Then I might suggest you browse quietly. I'm quite busy. Oh, I don't doubt you at all. You better give me what you want. Or what I want. You better do it right now. Oh dear, my friend? May I call you that? Oh well, then Zippy. There's a problem with the ceruleum. If you think Edwin is vexed, you have no idea how difficult this is for me. I don't care. I want it. I want it right now. Oh my gosh, those pants. I'm getting that just because it looks cool. All for the customer. Caught between a rock and a tight place, a middleman will always produce a pot of grease. Find out what Syndicate has in mind. You agree about the ceruleum order being laid, Tizzy? Friend, pardon me, Zippy. I understand your situation, I really do. But I would ship the stuff to him if I had any. Fuck is what that? What? That guy just gave me a random cookie. Well, thank you, Nagato Natsuki. I appreciate the cookie. The fact is, I've been mighty struggling with many moons to procure processed ceruleum from Amajina and Sons, and now they've entirely ceased doing business with most vendors. It's a hard life being the middleman, my dear man. We pay the sins of producers like Amajina, and what do we get from them in return? Not so much as a how do you do. Edwin's quarrel is with them, not me. Do you not know? The concern has the exclusive right to mine ceruleum in the northern Thanalan. They can do whatever they want. You can always try them directly. Go talk to Papawazu at Camp Blue Flock. Though I warn you, he's a smug little toad. Oh, great, we have to deal with that.
Cookie. Nice.
So, what else can we do here while we're in this area? My first chasing hammer, insulted intelligence, my first pickaxe, the real folk blues, and my first needle. I want to check to see if there's anything over here. I actually finished all the side quests in this area, surprisingly enough. Oh my gosh. The Thanalands have never looked so good. This is the first time I'm in Thanalands. Look at this beautiful place. Look at the grass. Look at it. It's actual grass. It looks so beautiful.
It looks so pretty.
So Camp Blue Frog is in northern Thanaland. Well, we're actually pretty close to it, so let's go and do that real quick. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm just going on a massive side quest hunt at this point, just going all over the place. I mean, I don't mind. This is less side quests we have to deal with eventually. But it's just like I wanted to do some of my battle quests. Alright, what's the reason why we came here, actually? Omnipore Keep, Wymond, deliver materia-enhanced engraved hard leather grimoire to Severian. Right, okay, so the Anarchist Tome. We should probably complete the alchemy quest while we're here. Problem is, I need to get a hard leather grimoire. If it's just basic materia enhanced, then I can do that. If it requires a specific materia, then I'll probably have to either check to see if I have it, or I'll have to get it from the player shop. It is what it is.
And who are you, Adventure?
No?
I don't remember ordering any. And I would remember something like that, seeing as I'm the employee of the Moon of the Ninth Time. Thank you. Now shush now. I'm listening to the scruffy man. An inquiry about the processed ceruleum shipment from Syndigot in Ulda? Interesting.
Well, looks like we finally got a lead. Got anything for us? Thieves and robbers.
So, we may have a shared problem here. As unlikely as that sounds, we would love to ship ceruleum. But there's far too little of it coming out of the plant. I suspect thievery. A little skimming off the top, Furthermore, I suspect the porters. I was just going to keep an eye. Would you want trouble with the labor confronteries? You know. But you are welcome to doubt and question them. And I use one problem to solve another. Brilliant.
Oh my gosh, what an entrepreneur that guy is. So we just need to doubt whoever is over here. See whether or not they've really been stealing our shipment. Oi, buddy. Where's my fucking ceruleum? I need my fucking ceruleum. I did not realize how in-depth this random side quest was gonna be. Stealing ceruleum. One, I ought to punch you in the face for impugning my reputation. I am big, mister. Well, not tall, but big. Two, you think I'd still be here with my arse out of the wind if I made off with that kind of loot? We're doing honest work out here with all manner of nasties just yawns away. You doubt my words, go check the ceruleum in those barrels. Ain't nothing missing from what's in the books. Wait a minute, is he seriously holding out on us? The guy who's trying to sell us the ceruleum? He has mountains and mountains of ceruleum. Oh, maybe not. Ceruleum goblins. Easter goblins. I can use my AoE. I used my AoE once. It was worth it. I'll save that 50 on my meter. Specifically because I think we're going to fight more goblins than this one right over here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of goblins in this area, it seems. Eat it! Oh, that actually didn't hit the other one. How dare you! So I believe this increases our overall damage with single target attacks, which is pretty dang good in my opinion. Yeah, look at that extra damage that we're dealing. On top of the already auto damage that we're dealing innately. Oh, we have one more left? Of course we do. I'm well prepared. Ha! Knew it. Well, if I can just spam this, I'll be fine. But I kind of want to do single target now. Get him! Actually, let's target this guy now. There we go, that's better. Again, I don't have all the mechanics necessary for the machinist at this level, but I'll get them eventually. Goblins! Drinking ceruleum! Now I have seen everything. Well, I guess I don't need to get me a champion from the confraternity. That's a relief. But we'll have to make an extra trip to the plant to make up for what those cursed toppers put down the hatch. So I guess things were digesting the ceruleum. You guys are definitely gonna have to deal with your ceruleum eating problem over here.
Interesting. Goblins, no? I definitely didn't order any. We do sometimes, though, for business reasons. Everybody does.
Why do you order them?
Shush! You can stop talking now. So, I'll have to hire guards for that whole area. And, oh, an idea! Raise the price and call it a special security surcharge.
This guy pains me. Oh, there's still more. This side quest chain just keeps going. Papa Wazoo would offer you another commission and a chance to admire him in the moods if the mood strikes you.
Anyways, the ceruleum must flow. No more delays in shipment. Another brilliant coup by Papa Wazoo. Oh, is that a feather for my cap? Why, thank you very much. So, you can tell Syndigot that his shipment will be here in just a few days. Unfortunately, there will be a wee increase in price. Security surcharge. You know, everybody does it.
He's not gonna enjoy that, though. But I know one thing from that guy is that he really cares about his money and his business. He wants a good business. Oh my gosh, yeah, it looks so pretty. This whole area just looks so different than when it did when I first played the game. And I need to stress this. The lighting engine for 14 looks so much better now. The colors don't look as dragged as they usually did. This is awesome. This is so cool. I really appreciate this new update. It's really nice. We're getting close to the 2-hour mark for this session. Ugh. Maybe I can squeeze in a couple of battle class missions. If anything, I'll do it for the Dragoon. If not, then I'll stay here and try to do it for some of the other classes that I have. Oh, what the fuck are you two doing? I like the dual wielder Viper over there who was just like dangling her swords all about. That was pretty funny. Kind of ridiculous. Okay. Kind of curious right here. The Arcanist Tome. Level 20. That is specifically the alchemy one. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that sometime soon. So much to do, so little time. Wait, where are the bunnies? The bunnies are gone. The bunnies that were always here. The bunnies are gone. Like, there were a bunch of bunnies that usually hung out here at this staircase. I don't... Why? Why? They're gone. Maybe they're doing more expansion stuff and trying to build their levels, but, like, I miss the sweeping bunnies. I miss them too, little Lalafell. Believe me, I miss them. It almost makes me want to cry. What a shame, what a shame. Well, we'll always have them in our hearts, and most of my recordings. Alright, let's head to Syndicate. Thankfully, we have a warp that's right next to him. Excuse me? Don't mind if I do, Reaper. Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning... oh, it's you, Zippy. Dr. Papawazu. Really? He said a matter of days? So, my dear man, you're telling me they're shipping what owes me, but charging more for it. I wish Hamajina and all his sons the joy of my gill. I hope it gives them gout. Oh gosh. I do appreciate sorting this out. And with the Patak Papawazu, no less. A discerning middleman such as myself will certainly remember you for future commissions.
Thank you.
Great. He has more. I'm gonna end this side quest chain right here for now, and I will continue it next time. Most likely. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. One thing I completely forgot. We wanted to do the Amalja quests. So, Amalja. Southern Thanalan. Heading all the way over there. So, let's head over there right now. And then after we're done, we'll do something about the alchemy. If I can complete the alchemy quests, I can prepare myself for the next one by building up my resources and looking up online to see what item I need to get for it. And then we can complete the rest of the alchemy quests in the next session, hopefully. Because I'm very close to level 50, to the level 50 quest for the alchemy guild. Wait, am I? No, I'm at level 20. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've barely been doing anything pertaining to the alchemy guild. That's a big hard oof. I know what I gotta do now. Yeah, so if I can't do any more quests pertaining to these guys, because if I do, I won't get any points for the Amalja, so I actually need to talk to Hamujga to continue with the quest line for this. What level is this? Level 46. I kind of want to be Monk for this, but Monk is at a level 36, so not anywhere close, unfortunately. Oh, 46, right? Yeah. I could go back to Dancer, but it wouldn't really make sense, would it? You know what? We started this as a samurai, and we'll end it as a samurai. I think that's the most fitting. Hello, Hamujga. Long time no see. My husbando. How you doing? How you doing? Alright, let's continue. Also, yes, I do have my Moogle sword that I got from the good King Mooglemog. It doesn't look awesome. Can I change the... There we go. Yeah, nice. I want him to stay. Oh, sorry, Hamujga. I didn't mean to put my sword through your head. Ranger Rescue. Hamujga wishes to hurl you into the heart of enemy territory, and he would a spear. As he would a spear. Do you know the forgotten... what voice did I give to Hamujga? Do you know the forgotten spear? This isn't the voice that I gave him, but I'm gonna do this one anyways. The Makote settlement, found to the south of Songoli Desert. We have just received urgent word from Lunga. She reports that a hunting party from the Yu tribe village was ambushed by a sizable Amalja troop force. Those that were not massacred outright were dragged away by the raiders. They have likely already been tempered. Lunga mentioned, however, that one of the Makotes was nimble enough to evade capture and flee into hiding. We have no alliance with the Yule tribe's people, but we cannot close our eyes to an act perpetuated by the very foe we so great despise. For the chance to strike a blow at our enemy, we will go to a war for Forgotten Springs. Be my spear, honored ally.
Well, I'll be your sword. Is that close enough?
And I shall hurl you into the midst of Zandrak. Lunga waits reinforcements to the southeast. Join your strength with hers, and do what must be done to rescue this lone, courageous Makote ranger.
Shooting, buddy.
Okay, so we're heading all the way south, right? Well, closest south at the very least. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I rode on top of the wolf like this. The Kamui. There's also a couple of side quests in this particular area as well. Yep, more, just more to do. More. Oh, look at that. Most of the temperate Amalja are here. You did good, Lunga. Oh my gosh. Their skin is so rugged.
Ace the Lizu. Gods be good. When I requested reinforcements, I did not expect war leaders to send you. And just as before, you are too slow to respond. While I sat here grinding my teeth in frustration, I watched as the Flame Fangs discovered the ranger's hiding spot and hauled her off to the encampment. The encampment is their forward base, and, as such, the place is awash with alert and wary soldiers. The two of us would fare poorly against such numbers. Without a cunning plan, that is, you, my eager outsider, will have the use of my mount to sow a trail of chaos among their ranks. Listen carefully. The Amalja like to stockpile the oil that they use to light their watchfires and such. Seek out the barrels and tap the Drake's head, that is, to command him to use this to spit out a gout of flame. The result explosion should be enough to for a distraction, for me to slip in and free the captured Makote. Once you've freed yourself of angry Amalja, meet us beyond the edge of the camp where the desert begins.
Sounds good to me.
I love how wiggly he is.
This thing is so fucking wiggly, I love it. And the best part of it is I'm a level 57 samurai, so most of these things won't even target me. Well, hopefully. Hopefully not. I love this, like, peppy, somber music for us trying to destroy this army. And they're not even paying attention to me. I'm causing mass chaos to their forces, and they're not even batting an eye to my general direction. I am fine with this. Looks like those guys are going to go fight that fate. Good for them. You do you, guys. You do you. Wiggly, 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 woo. That should be enough. Oh, we can dismount now. Can we use our fiery breath on these things? Bleh. That barely did anything. Alright, looks like we actually have to fight now. Oh, looks like I have to do some damage. Okay. Oh, I parried. It's not every day I get to parry in this game. It's usually random. Alright, let's head back. If this is all we needed to do, I should have done this quest a long time ago. Oh, okay. It was Unapa that you were trying to rescue.
I think that Batman voice I did for Homolja wasn't really good for my throat.
Also, you guys are very scantily clad, but then again, this is the desert, so I guess that makes sense.
Even riding a Drake, you still somehow managed to arrive late. I thought perhaps you had been caught in an explosion and burned to a crisp. A pleasant thought, but apparently not the case. Loon, could that really be you? We had thought you long perished.
Oh, looks like there's some beef between these guys.
No, I'm sure of it. Your voice is unmistakable. I recall the many days we spent laughing and chatting in the springs.
I don't know you or your damn springs. I am Luga, a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash. My people are the Amalja, proud and strong. You have the wrong Makote. I'm heading back to the camp. See this hunter safely home before you return to the Ring of Ash. Well, fine then, but can you at least tell us your backstory? Or her backstory?
No escort will be necessary. I am a hunter of the Yew tribe. If I cannot cross the sands alone, I do not deserve to return at all. I would, however, have you visit the spring in any case, adventure. There is more to your friend, to Ulun, that you should know.
Yeah, as to like why she's with the Amalja in the first place. And why she no longer seems to want to be around you guys. This raises several questions, many of which may never be answered until the next session. Maybe, who knows. Hey, there's still some hot women still bathing right here. Nice. I mean, we literally could have escorted you here if you really wanted to. It would have been just a quick walk.
We meet again, adventure. I need to tell you that your companion is, without a doubt, the little loon I used to know. There must be some pressing reason for her subterfuge. Many of our tribe were close to Yulun. They may help you to understand why Yulun hides behind that mask, and how you might best help her.
Okay, so I guess we have to talk to everyone in this place. Get her backstory, you know? Try to understand why this girl is the way she is. This is a pretty quaint area, honestly. It looks really nice. Cool-eyed huntress.
Loon. Of course I knew her. She was my blood sister. We were both daughters of the former nun, though our mothers were not the same.
Oh, so like sworn sibling in a way.
You find my choice of tense confusion? Or you find my choice of tense confusing? She is dead, stranger, slain alongside my mother more than 5 years ago. I did not witness the incident myself, but I will never forget the sudden pain of their loss.
Interesting, but did you find a body? Or was she just missing?
Keen-eyed huntress. It is not uncommon to hear skirmishes between our people and the Amalja. The lizardmen do not respect our territory. They interfere with our hunts. The desert suffers for their presence.
Okay, so not in league with them, got it. Stern Hunter over here. So this place is filled with women, it seems. Not many men.
Yulun? Yes, I remember the name. She was a quiet girl, too timid to even slap at the biting desert flies. The lizardmen took her away from us, and for that I shall never forgive them.
But they didn't, did they? Maybe they did. Something happened between all these guys. Something definitely happened.
Oh no, these lizards.
And these are the lizards that belong to the Amalja as well. Aw, what do you do here? A fully fledged hunter of the proud Yew tribe, known as the Children of the Sands. These springs may be paradise, but the desert is a harsh place. If you can hunt, you're about as useful as a babe at the breast, or if you can't hunt, just another mouth to feed. Okay. This is the only settlement of the Sangoli Desert, and my home. In the past, it thrives as a hub for trade. Folks eventually lose interest in us, though, and that trade died away. That's how our place came to be known to outsiders as Forgotten Springs. But just when we started to enjoy our isolation, some ruins decided to appear just south of here. Now the old dons are back in droves, and we have to put up with their grasping ways all over again. Okay, so that's the backstory of this place. I actually didn't know that. It pays to talk to the NPCs, you see? And I guess that explains why there's a bunch of, well, specifically why there's a small settlement to the south of here. Now, I would join that fate, but I don't want to.
It is said that a hunting party was set upon by the Amalja. Many of my kin must not have returned from the sands. Must the tragedies of the past be so faithfully repeated?
But these may not be the same Amalja, though. It might be completely different Amalja. Like the ones that we're trying to stop. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I will fight these guys. I am with you, adventurer! As soon as I level sync. There we go. Not to worry, I am here to help you, Thaumaturge Black Mage. There we go. Still trying to get used to all this. Oh, I don't have any of my extra abilities. You know what? In that case, let's use my AoE then. Look at that, my AoE is awesome. Look at my AoE, my AoE is amazing. There we go. That's better. I'm not really making it easy for the Thaumaturge, though, considering he has to constantly target new things. But hey, more damage is damage. It's good damage. It really is difficult to see the AoEs, though, on the desert sand, mostly because they blend in with everything. Alright, we need to get our extra AoE back on. There we go. That's much better. Eat him! There are a lot of worms. We're almost done. We're almost done, fellow Thaumaturge. Yeah! Nice. Good job, buddy. Just a random Thaumaturge. Alright, I'm off. Later, dude. It's fun to help people every now and then. It's also just cool to see people fighting alongside you. Okay, so now all we need to do is head back to the Amalja camp. And who knows, this may actually complete the quest. Been going for 2 hours with this session. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to edit it part way, considering I had to leave for a couple of minutes due to family calling me. So, I was hoping I wouldn't have to edit this, but it is what it is. Hopefully next time I don't get interrupted, so I could pretty much just like post the entire session in just one video. It's much better that way. I'm still not sure when I'm gonna post this though. Should I make a specific day for when I post random Final Fantasy XIV stuff, or should I just post it whenever? I think I'll post it whenever. Like, basically, the next day I record things. That's probably how I'm gonna handle this.
You're late. I might have thought you delayed by a well-wick worm, but the cloying pity in your eyes tells the tale. Do they mourn for me in the Forgotten Springs,
Oh, she knew exactly what we were doing.
Look at me, adventurer. This is an Amalja battle mask, given to me by the war leader himself. The war leader himself. It is worn only by those who have chosen the path of the warrior.
Warriors of old. Well, you certainly aren't a warrior of old.
You likely heard stories from the rangers of how I was taken or killed during an Amalja raid all those years ago. They are right, and they are wrong. I know now how I survived the attack, but it was Hamujga who found me as I stumbled through the desert, barely conscious and badly wounded. He gazed down upon my battered face and gave me a simple choice. Linger here and die, or come with me and fight. It was then that I made the decision to discard my past, my family, my tribe, my very identity.
Hence why she constantly wears a mask. To her, her face means nothing to her.
I was reborn into the Brotherhood of Ash, existing for no other purpose but to feed the fires of my vengeance.
To take out the evil Amolja, I'm guessing.
This mask is the symbol of my resolve. It represents my transformation into an Amalja soldier, strong and proud. I tell you this is not to justify my deceit, but to dam the floods of your foolish questions before it begins. Now, stow your unwanted sympathy and make your report to the war leader.
Very well then. Nevertheless, I still feel sympathy towards you. And that won't change. Amujga, I'm gonna change your voice because it hurts me. Honored ally, with your continued aid, the Brotherhood of Ash will rekindle the glory of our past. As once did our ancestors, we shall forge of steel our bodies and spirits, and greet death with honor. To no gods will we beg, nor against the meek raise arms. We are warriors, walkers of the path of righteous battle. We do not kneel to claim our strength. Living by these words, and your soul too shall burn as brightly. Society quest completed. And my reputation has increased with the Brotherhood of Ash. You have achieved recognized reputation with the Brotherhood of Ash. New Amalja Society daily quests are now available from Narujbo at the Ring of Ash. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the Brotherhood of Ash vendors. Fantastic. And with this... Yep, we're back to 0, so we need to build up our repertoire with them all the way up to 360, and once that happens, we can do our next society quest. So that's basically how these work, it seems. Now, the Amalja vendor. How do I even get these currencies, I wonder? Yeah, they apparently increase their stuff. Purchase items, what do you sell to me? Decent stuff. Currency exchange. Don't have anything. I need to figure out how I earn currency. Societal currency. Promissory notes can be exchanged for currency by speaking with their respective vendor at a Calamity Salvager. Promissory notes, okay. The amount of societal currency you possess is shown in the currency window. I have nothing. Mostly because I haven't really been doing anything. Oh, look at that. This guy is giving me more quests, it seems. Let's see. Amalja Relations, Venture, Allegan Tombstone of Poetics. Before they are tempted. Fascinating, fascinating. And we have an allowance of 12, sadly. Okay, so these are level 43. You give me level 46, level 46, and level 46 quests, so that's not bad. So I'm gonna try to do these off screen. I could do them on screen, but like there's really no point. They're basically the exact same things. Oh wait, I accidentally activated that. Though we work tirelessly to sabotage the plans of the Flame Fangs, we cannot prevent every raid and ambush. The flow of kidnapping victims into Zadok have been endless lately. Yeah, so we need to stop the kidnappings, it seems. And also save the prisoners. Okay. Well, that, again, I will do off-screen. Oh, look at that. You are not what I expected. The Wavelength commands no weaklings, or War Leader commands no weaklings. Interesting, interesting. That's cool. There's a little, Lalafell NPC. Probably a paladin who's come to, talk with the Amalja. That's neat. Our place is slowly growing. Okay, so yeah, I need to go over there to the south to get those keys. But, for now, I think I'm gonna do all this off screen. So, what else can we do for the remainder of this session? Right, I wanted to complete the Anarchist Tome. But we could also go to Ishgard to complete these two quests. Except for this one. This one is story. Mandatory story. The fuck is that? Collectible action. Apparently, there is a new collectibles fad which a man of your talent stands to benefit from. Should you choose to do so, journey to Heavensward and speak with Lerdalona to learn more. Okay. There's a couple things I could ultimately do. Okay, let's look at this real quick. The Anarchist Tome. Deliver materia enhanced engraved hard leather grimoire. Does it say the specific materia? You have been entrusted with the request of an anarchist of a man whose name you are likely to remain ignorant should you be forced to rely on the Guildmaster Severian's selective memory. Leather grimoire or construct a materia enhanced engraved hard leather grimoire and deliver it to your forgetful tutor. U-logs, one of the materials required in the creation of tome, must be obtained through gathering, yada 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 yada. Okay. Hard leather grimoire. How do I create that? Wait, engraved hard leather grimoire. Yeah, it's the engraved version. Do I have this, actually? Search for item. No, I don't. Maybe I made it, but then I did something with it. It's a possibility. I need to first make a hard leather grimoire and then create the engraved version. So first and foremost, I'm going to need to get some cotton yarn, which I do have from Hayseed. And then I'm going to have to make some... I'm going to have to get some enchanted iron ink. Alright, well this is going to take a bit. Oh, we might as well head back. Oh, look at that! A star shower! Oh my gosh, you can see the constellations in the sky. I forgot about that. That's something that astrologists need to do at some point, or astrologians need to do. They need to go around and find the specific stars in each specific area of the sky. And I think that's part of a side quest related to that job. That'll be fun to do. Eventually, not now. Yeah, for now, I just want to try to complete this quest, and we'll call it a day after that. We didn't get to do any of my battle jobs, but we'll do that in the next session. Just to get those out of the way. I'm thinking I will do Dragoon first, and then I will do Machinist. Those are probably the important ones. Alright. So what did I need again? I needed a... Enchanted Iron Ink from Vitistus. And I needed U-logs from... Oh, son of a bitch. Reverend Fox had all the U-logs. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to go find some U-logs. Well, if that's the case, then I can't make it at the moment. I'm gonna have to get U-logs. Oh, man. If I knew this was gonna happen, I wouldn't do that. Alright, fine, screw it. That kind of puts a damper on the idea. Alright, let's see if we can find something else that we can do then, if that's the case. We can go to Korthus. Where's Korthus? No Korthus around here. Bloodstone. Mordona is pretty much filled with nothing but dungeons. Southern Thanalan is where we have to do that. Alright, no battle quests for today. We'll do the battle quests next time. For now, let's head to Ishgard. Ishgard is where we'll complete these 2 side quests. The one I am already completed with and I just need to turn in, and the other one that'll give me some sort of action. Yeah, I just need to figure out where the heck this is at. Oh gosh, yeah, that Batman voice was not good for me. Ugh. Wait, this is the way to the main quest. Nope, don't want to come here yet. Not yet, not just yet. So I believe it's in the pillars then, if that's the case. Or not? Wait. If it's not that, then where is Mum's the Word? It's in the Corthus Western Highlands. Okay, see, that makes more sense. Well, then I'm gonna have to teleport again. Kinda surprised it won't let me teleport to the Corthus Central or Western Highlands. It's only the Central. Why won't you let me? Why won't you let me do it? I just wanna go. I just wanna go. This is a level 50 quest if I remember correctly, so... Is it? Is it a level 50 quest? Yeah, it's level 50, so we need to be equipped with the level 50 job. And I am going to pick... Screw it, Samurai. Samurai needs the levels. Not really. Samurai is really good, but might as well. Man, it's been forever since we've been in this location. And I completed most of the side quests in this area, too. Like, I completed the entire side quest chain. It's actually pretty fun to do, as well. It didn't take all that long. It took, like, a couple of hours. Although, then again, this has been taking me a couple of hours, and I still haven't completed most quests. What's with that look? We don't tolerate funny business here at Falcon's Nest. If you have no business here, I suggest you move along. Here's this random faded iconograph that I was supposed to give you a long time ago that I don't remember the context of. Oh, my package! Happy day! I was worried my friend would not be able to get it. Now, let's take a look here. A masterpiece beyond compare. The very glory of it inspires an indescribable fulfillment, a crescendo of righteous emotions. I feel my faith in the church renewed, my spirit cleansed by its presence. Thank you for this adventure. Remember, no one must know this. Okay. Sure, buddy. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay. And we do have the ability to fly here. Awesome. I was hoping we would. Alright, and with that... there was a quest I wanted to accept around here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It was the one that would give me this action. I don't know what this action is. Indescrutable taste. I need to go to Revenant's Toll. Oof. Is there any quests here that are marked as blue? Because if so, those can give me special abilities. And it doesn't seem like that's the case just yet. What about in the pillars area? Oh, there is. The Honored Past. Well, let's see what this is. This is probably going to give me, like, a compass. Yeah, it's going to give me a Aether Current. Well, might as well complete it. This Halianart Night is in morning. What is this Aether Current even for, I wonder? We recently held a ceremony to honor the passing of Sir Chulbolton, the third son of House Halianart. But but I was surprised to see none of the Rose Knights from Camp Cloudtop in attendance. Not that they should abandon the camp, mind you, but at the very least, I expect to see Rotremont, or perhaps Lady Laninate, or Lainate, Laniate, that's how you pronounce it, in attendance. I'm sure she has her reasons for not attending, but Rontremont is a dear friend of mine, so this isn't Horchefont, this is Rontremont. Interesting. Another person passed away, sadly, in one of these high houses, and I know how he cared for Sir Choldebomb. Some of these names are so fantastical. They worked quite closely together for many years, down to the very end. Which is why I want you to press this to him. The battle standard raised during the ceremony. I am certain he would have attended if he could. At the very least, I should think he would appreciate a memento from the ceremony. The battle standard, huh? I'll try, buddy, I'll try. Heading all the way back to the Sea of Clouds. Well, luckily, I don't have any qualms about spending the guild to get there.
There's a lot of gil.
I need to make up my guild at some point. So much spending, so little gil.
It is what it is.
Good evening, Sir Adventurer. What can I do for you? Here's the frayed battle standard. The battle standard of the Seal Vigil, charred by flame just as I remember, though there is much I wish I could not remember of that day. In the wake of the calamity, we were all but defenseless. The Savaria and Safat saw fit to give us no quarter. I should hope to never again see a battle so bloody. He laid down his life for our nation, for the few of us who escaped with our lives, a true leader to the bitter end, and I will always treasure the years spent under him. In more ways than one. Gosh, I shouldn't make it creepy. But I am not worthy of a memento such as this, though she may be reluctant to accept it. Lady Laniate should be the one to have this. Okay. I realize she has her own ways of dealing with grief, but I suspect that's why she did not attend the ceremony. But in all my years of serving House Halianate, or Halianat, they have never been the sort to simply let go of family. Please, friend, take the battle standard to her. Very well. What a very somber quest line, it seems. We'll head over there right now. Whee! Oh, I can't do that. I was hoping I'd be able to jump. No, I want to jump. Okay, there we go. I jumped. Ooh, some of these guys are pretty high level. What the fuck are you? I guess just a random soldier going on guard duty. Good for you, buddy. Good luck. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna try to ignore everything that comes my way. Or not. Apparently I can't jump on those rocks, which is very disappointing. Oh, you. We helped you with one of the quests, if I remember correctly.
Hello there, Zippy. Is there something you need?
Yeah, here you go. This is for you.
The battle standard of the Steel Vigil. You're too kind. This is a most unexpected gift. Coldebombt was a good man, always ready to put his man's needs before his own. We were a family, and they mourned his loss like family, though I wish they had not followed Francel's example. He insisted on a post in Central Corthus, hoping to avenge him someday. And Chololdebomb's men were quick to follow suit. But I refused to dwell on the past, believing in gathering year after year, or grieving in gathering year after year. It's not what he would have wanted. Nay, we would have me live my own life, and fulfill my own dreams. His passing was a great loss to our family, but such hardships are not unfamiliar to us. Times are hard, but we will move on, and in time Ishgard will become the great nation he believed it could be, free of war. Yeah, I believe it.
Ooh, that's a lot of powerful materia, apparently. Let's go with critical hit. Hey, yo! Nice. Ladies of House Alianate of age with me? I suppose that could only be oh, I guess this is part of another quest. Just say, as a child she promised to be wed? I have heard no such thing. At any rate, you must talk to her yourself if you know she is the one you seek. Okay, speak with Laniate. Alright. You apparently have another blue quest for me. Oh, this pertains to the Aether Current. Okay, then. Behind enemy lines and search for the rescue. There's a lot that I have to do. Okay. Let's do this.
Excuse me, Zippy, a moment of your time, if I may. I recently received a special request for assistance with zoologist research, but I am at loss as to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with gallicats?
I actually am.
They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings. An acquaintance of mine is writing an article on their physiology, and requires a sample of their wings to work. Their sweet appearance bellies a rather nasty temperament. As if were simply a matter of slaying them, I would handle it myself. The problem, however, is that taking a proper sample requires a delicate touch, a certain finesse that is beyond the capabilities of my men and myself. Because they are so fragile, you may not obtain a proper sample from the first you fell, but I have no doubt a man of your talent can produce or procure a wing of immaculate quality. I realize this is a rather personal request, but I would be forever in your debt.
I mean, I'm fine with that. So, they should be right over here, right? Or I guess not. Oh, it's someone I need to talk to. Okay. Might as well whip out my behemoth. Oh, speaking of which, here's a little Gaily cat right now. I guess I could fight you while I'm here. And listen to the Heavensward battle theme, which I thoroughly enjoy. Personally, one of my favorite battle themes at this point. Don't really remember the later expansions, though, even though I have experienced Stormblood. I love the Stormblood boss battle theme. But other than that, I don't remember the normal battle theme. That's the problem. Alright, let's go with Midari Setsuguta, or whatever that's called. Love that attack, it's so cool. There we go. Huh, still nothing yet. Continue your search for the undamaged Gallicat wing. So basically, we just gotta kill the Gallicat until we get the necessary wing. Sounds easy enough. There we go. Time to use my actual sword ability. Hey, we did it. Nice. That means we can return it right over here. Here's your Gallicat wing. Now finish your search. I realize obtaining an undamaged Gallicat wing is no easy feat. Well, thankfully, all we had to do was kill 3 cats. There goes Scar's cat, Scar's other cat, and Fire's cat. They're gonna kill me. My, what an extraordinary find! I am pleased to see your persistence has paid off. With this, she can resume her work on Cloudkin. Ah, how forgetful of me not to mention it sooner. This sample is meant for Atelion? The renowned naturalist. She's hard at work on a new article for New Eorzean Geographic, and requested a sample by delivering the utmost haste. You can be sure she will hear it was the incomparable Zippy Hunk who made possible her latest work on Cloudkin. Yay! Nice. Wait, does that mean we finally have free reign for this area? Not yet. Let's see. Hunting log, recommendation, Aether Currents, here it is. The Sea of Clouds, the Churning Mist. We're missing one for the Churning Mist. Specifically, it's a mission. And we're missing 2 missions for the Sea of Clouds. There are still 2 other locations that we haven't been to in this expansion. Oh boy, me and Scar are gonna have to do a lot. A promise of marriage? Now that you mention it, why yes, I do believe I made such a promise. But I was just a child. Who would think to remember such a thing after all these years? Besides, I have sworn to serve Lady Lanianate.
My only concern now are fulfilling my duties in the protection of Camp Cloudtop. Whoever this boy is, he needs not worry of old forgotten promises.
Oh, I remember this quest line. Well, something tells me this boy isn't going to be happy about this. If we even ever get a quest pertaining to him ever again. Maybe, maybe not. That's going to be disappointing. So I think if we come up here, we can probably do a mission pertaining to this new tribe that we have. But I'll do that next time. For now, what else can we do? Right, we wanted to go to Revenant's Toll. Hopefully we can complete this quest and unlock whatever sort of action they will be giving us. And where is it exactly?
Guess we're gonna have to look at the map.
Oh, it's literally right there.
Right.
I have to actually use one of my Disciple of Hand jobs. Or Disciple of Land? I don't actually remember. Well, our highest one is Alchemist, so let's see if we can do it with Alchemist. Sir, how may I assist you this eve? Letter to Landonian.
Very well, it'll be my pleasure to enlighten you. As you are doubtless aware, there are wealthy individuals who covet certain items, but who would rather pay others to procure them. Rowena's House of Splendors is glad to receive the custom of such individuals. To supply these collectibles, we turn to men and women such as you who possess talents to craft and procure them. Compensation will be commensurated to the collectability of items provided and paid in scrips, which can be exchanged for all manners of fine wares. You may sell these items to the house of any of our branch officers, or offices, including those in Limzilla, Mizza, Gridania, and Olda. Okay, cool. I can do them even back in my hometown. Please be advised that these terms are not negotiable. Sir, we appreciate your understanding. And with that, we have gained collection ability.
So let's get a better tutorial on this. Rowena's House of Splendors. Whoa! You can now craft and gather collectibles. Collectibles can be traded for crafter and gather scripts by speaking with appraisers employed by Rowena's House of Splendor. So that's why there were scripters all over the place. I was wondering what these guys were for. Okay, so the one outside of the Gridanian shopping district. I can just go to there and do this. These scripts can be exchanged for items usable by Disciple lands and hands. To learn more about collectibles, speak with Lerdoniana. Okay, collectibles. You have obtained collectibles. The higher an item's collectability, the more attractive it is to certain NPCs who are seeking to purchase or trade from them. Interesting. So that's what the miscellaneous stuff is for. Collectibles cannot be stacked or sold to regular merchants, nor can they be consumed or used for material for synthesis. Furthermore, there exist certain wares that can only be crafted by collectibles. This can be confirmed both in the description and in the crafting log. Fascinating. Okay, okay. Dealing with the House of Splendors. So this basically just gives me a summary of all of it. Love of the Builder. Go West Craftsman. Yep, most of the stuff I need to be at a higher level to do. So, if we talk to the script exchange... Master recipes, materials, and miscellaneous. Huh. We don't have any sort of, wares. Yellow script exchange. Greetings, sir. If you have any white crafter scripts or white gather scripts, I should be glad to offer purple. Okay. What about you? Oh, so this is where we get the scripts. So we need to trade in these type of things. We can gain a massive amount of experience too. Look at that. Wow, okay. And this is specifically the stuff that we got to like level 50. So if we can get Rare Field Somme Tart, we can trade these in. Very fascinating. Okay, this just opened up a new possibility to gain experience that I'm probably going to do. And I'll have to do some more research on it. Well, I'm glad that I've unlocked that ability. So, while we're here, what else can we do when it comes to unlocking more abilities? Gale Force Wind, Engineering Enterprise, Drop Dead Shiva. Honestly, not much. We completed a decent amount of quests at this point. So at the moment, I think we're okay for today. We didn't get to do any of the battle job quests, like Dragoon or Machinist, but we'll be doing those next time. Specifically because I just wanted to get through as many side quests as possible, unlock as many side stuff as possible, so with this, we'll be able to raise our Disciple of Hand and Land jobs much easier now, if I'm reading this correctly. And I've now figured that I'm going to do a bunch of side quests for these extra sessions. Next time, however, I will hopefully have been prepared. I will have made the necessary items to complete some of the alchemy jobs quest lines, and we'll also get started on the Dragoon quest lines, just so I can finally unlock some of those abilities. But until then, thank you guys for joining me for this session. It was fun to play this game again. And it's fun to be with Zippy. Pretty soon, I'm going to be playing this game again with Scar, and I do want to be as prepared as possible with him, just so I can actually, do shit. And that I don't have to worry about any of the side quest stuff. Yeah, it's cool that we get to do stuff together, but it's like, Scar really doesn't want to go through all these random side quests that don't have anything to do except for like small bits of lore here and there, which is entertaining because hey, I'm all for my lore, but I know that he kinda isn't. So yeah, doing him a little bit of a favor. Also, being able to grind out my jobs is also pretty handy. So yeah, until then, lady, I just realized we have the exact same code now that I think about it. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys next time for more Final Fantasy XIV or whatever I record and upload. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.